But Sheikh Imam Shafi doesn't know if he's going to hell or not. Sheikh Morsi doesn't know if he's going to hell or not. Ibn Taymiyyah doesn't know if he's going to hell or not. But these people were already told they ain't going to hell. Do y'all see? They're more superior. So I'm not going to take the word of anyone over them except the Prophet Muhammad. You understand it, guys? The only other human's word that I will take over a companion is the Prophet Muhammad, not anybody else. Because nobody else knows more than they do. No one else is closer to Allah than they are, except the Prophet Muhammad. Do you guys understand that? Okay? Also, in another hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us. He said to those companions who pledged their allegiance to him on the day of Hudaybiyah, he said, you are the best people on the face of the earth. And at that time, guys, they numbered 1,400. It was 1,400 of those companions. And the Prophet told them that they are the best people on the face of the earth. That means they're better than Imam Shafi. They're better than Ibn Taymiyyah. They're better than Sheikh Morsi. They're better than Laila Nasheeba. They're better than Sheikh Uthaymeen. Do you guys see that? It was these people, guys, and they numbered 1,400 in number. It was these people and the ones who came after them that Allah promised the best reward to. Does everybody understand this point here? Okay? So when you hear people use the term Salafi, what are they talking about? They're talking about the companions and the ones who came after them and after them. The first 3 generations of Muslims, they were the best example for us. It is their example that we're supposed to be following, guys. Not Imam Shafi's or anyone else's. You guys understand that? Also, guys, the way of the companions of the Prophet was that they used to worship Allah alone the way that they were commanded to. Therefore, the lawful was only what Allah and the Prophet made lawful. And the unlawful was only what they made unlawful. You didn't find the companions going around arguing about eating food from the Christians and Jews. The companions didn't go around saying that it's haram to eat from a Jew or a Christian. They knew better than that. Allah said it's lawful. So the companions didn't waste their time trying to make haram what Allah made lawful. You understand, guys? You're not going to find any authentic hadith where any companion told a woman it's haram for them to wear colors. Because Allah didn't make it haram, and they didn't go around making it haram either. You're not going to find any hadith on the planet where a companion told a woman that she can't talk, that a woman can't teach. They didn't go around making things haram like Muslims do today. Do you guys understand that? They were better than any of us. They accepted what Allah made lawful, even if it didn't make sense to them. Even if they didn't understand why they could not eat pork, they never said why. They never asked, why come I can't do it? Even if they didn't understand why they couldn't arch their eyebrows, they never asked why. They simply said, I hear and I obey, and I'll never arch my eyebrows again. Do you guys understand how they were? This is what makes them better than any of us, or any of the people that I mentioned, or any of the people that came after them. They never questioned Allah. They accepted what Allah said, even if it didn't make sense to them. Do Muslims today do this? No. You can look at this website and see how many people come in here and argue with me every day. You want to argue with me every day because I'm telling you that Allah said it's lawful to eat the food of the people of the book. But you want to come in here and argue. You want to change it. You want to make it haram. You want to tell me what some so-called scholar told you. You want to tell me what some so-called sheikh told you. Unless it was sheikh companion, who cares? If it wasn't from the sheikh known as Muhammad or any of his sheikhs that came after him, who cares what your sheikh said? Do you understand, guys? Because you can follow your sheikh and he'll lead you to hell. I'm going to follow my sheikh. So, because my sheikh will lead me to paradise. You understand that, guys? I'm striving for paradise. So I'm going to follow what Allah said. I'm going to follow what His Prophet said. And I'm going to follow the companions. Because Allah tells us that they will be of paradise. Now, ask yourself, do you know where your sheikh going? Can your sheikh tell you he's going to be in paradise? So now, if you want to take the word of your sheikh over mine, then that's on you. But I'm not deviating away from what my sheikh said. And my sheikh said, Allah said that it's lawful. And that's the end of it. Everybody understand that? This is why I tell you guys, when the Prophet Muhammad died, before he died, he told us that the days will come where there will be a lot of fitna like we see today. Where the Muslims will divide, the Muslims will fight each other, kill each other, slander each other, destroy each other. He told us that the days will appear, well, there will appear amongst you many people who call themselves scholars. But the truth is, they're not scholars, they're just good speakers. And they will issue fatwas that go against my sunnah. They will issue fatwas that goes against the way of me and my companions. So the Prophet told us the way to save yourself from these times of fitna is to cling to the two things that I leave behind me. And those two things are the book of Allah, which is the Quran, and my example, which are the hadiths. Cling to these two things, and you'll never be misled. Do you guys understand that? And this is why some of my enemies hate me. Why is it that you got these haters? Because they can't never break me. You can't break me because I'm clinging to the two things that the Prophet left behind. When you ask me a question, I'm going to answer you based on those two things that the Prophet left behind. You can argue with me all you want to, but all you do is make yourself look like a fool. Because you're deviating away from those two things when I'm not. Do you guys understand that? And this is what I try to teach you guys here as students. Cling to the Quran and the Sunnah. Cling to them. As long as you hold on to them and cling to them, nobody can ever confuse you about your religion. And nobody can ever mislead you. You understand that, guys? And you will be upon the straight path to paradise. But when you deviate away from those two things, that's when you end up confused. That's when you end up misled. Does everybody understand that? And this is what made the companions the best of this nation, because they never deviate away from those two sources either. The companions, they used to pray the 5 daily prayers. And they prayed them at the correct times, in congregation, in the masjids, as they were commanded by Allah. They were not sitting around looking for a fatwa to get out of going to the mosque. They weren't looking for a fatwa to miss Juma prayer. Also, the companions used to fast the month of Ramadan. They used to perform the Hajj. They used to give in charity. They used to enjoin the good and forbid the evil. And they fought in the way of Allah to establish this religion. The companions, They worshipped Allah by doing everything that their prophet commanded.